Woosah. May this be a great chat. Let's cleanse the air. Let's cleanse the frequency in the airwaves. And let's make room for positivity. Welcome back.
I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. Every week I tune in to Gear Chat. You. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. Every week I tune in to Gear Chat. You. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. Every week I tune in to Gear Chat. You. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. Every week I tune in to Gear Chat. You.
Cut it, John G. Let's stop it right there. Stop all the madness. And there we are. Welcome back to Gear Chat. Ew. Welcome back to Gear Chat University. I hope everybody had a good week, man. I hope everybody had a great week. Hold on, let me get myself situated here. Hope everybody had a great week. Making music and getting through this matrix that we're in called life. But yeah, Superbooth 2018, man. It's really three pieces that I am really, really giddy on. By now, there should be no surprise that that word that they use, fanboy. Um, I don't really like that term, but whatever. I am a uh, what's the word? Unapproved. Maybe that's not the right. I am a spokesman. All right, unofficial. There we go. I am an unofficial spokesman for Behringer. Are you kidding me? So obviously, I'm lusting off of this 808 clone. Got to have it. Um, that's got me really excited. Also, the next thing from there was IK Media, huh? This ain't even y'all lane, but okay. Uno synth. I'm in line. I gotta have that. The price is right, and from everything I've heard so far, the Sonics are there. So I gotta take a chance. I mean, IK Multimedia up until this point, they have some very good products. But this really, this really ain't they lane. So this was like, okay, something new. I gotta go for it. Now I don't know if the synth itself is necessarily new or if it's just a rendition like everybody else is doing. But the fact that IK Multimedia made it ultimately made it interesting to me. And then from there, Behringer also has that Pro One synth That's like a side note, but that one obviously interests me, especially if the price is right. But from there though, it was the IK Media, the Behringer, and then need I say the Abyss 3 by Arab? I mean Erebus. I forgot the name of the Erebus whatever 3 with the patch bay on there. Ooh, with the patch. Yeah, I don't even own no Erebus products, none. But I know I want to. I would like to. I know that much. So yeah, those. I mean, it's a slew of products obviously out, but those were the three. Side note, four products that really, jumped out to me. So, um, yeah, let's take it to the chat. What do y'all think, man? What did y'all like about what's going on here? Let's see here. Let's see here. Show us. All right. Can I see what's going on? Oh, there we go. Oh, Billy Jean, welcome, sir. Heathcliff, thank you for coming, sir. Mr. Schaefer, I believe it is. Thank you for being here. And Lost Jeff, thank you for being here, sir. All right, so Billy Jean said that's a banger. Oh, thanks, man. The Neutron definitely. I'm not a fan of that bright red like that. Like, it's a lot of red. Same with that fusion box, a lot of yellow. It's different. I like the fact that it's not just a standard, but however that color choice, So we are what we are, and so for me, how something looks will sway me in the beginning at least. I may diss it like I did the OP1. I saw that the first time, and then look at the price, like yeah, get out of here. But it was after you started to see more and more what it can do, like, okay, now I get it. But at first look, no one was looking at the OP1. At least I wasn't. I dismissed it immediately, but not knowing what it was. So aesthetics or looks is important. So if you like that red, I mean, then it's definitely gonna stand out in the studio because nothing else is really loud like that. Yeah, the Dreadbox, man. That thing, man, that joint look. I can't. Oh man, the Erebus. Oh, so it's the Dreadbox is the company. The Erebus 3. There we go. So yeah, man, that right there. All right, so Billie Jean said the Poly N. Is that the joint that Dave Smith is dropping? 'Cause I heard he dropping one. He got the Prophet X. So that's the Prophet X coming out with a nice price tag. So I don't know. That's going to be a small amount of us that's going to have that. With I hear 35, 4,000, but I'd imagine is for that kind of money, it's got to be nothing short of dope. But that's a lot of money though. Especially when you can get a Matrix Brute for 19. Like man, you can get two Matrix Brutes for one of these Prophet X. Ah, that's tough. Um, Yeah, I agree. The Erebus 3, I gotta have that. Billy Jean said, I'm going to likely buy all the Behringer Eurorack modules. At this point, man, they almost making it like the Vogas. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to put it, but how do you not have one or two Vogas? And so, same thing with Behringer. Like even if you don't buy into them as a company fully, or him, I believe is a guy, but the company itself, as a whole, you're going to have one of those pieces. I'm sorry. The price is too. Even if you just stumbling, I mean, the price is just jumping out at you. $2.99. Like, how do you pass that up? How do you pass up? And then multiple pieces with the price point being sweet. I just feel like it's almost like quicksand. You might hate on it because I know my boy right now, Corso, can't stand Behringer, right? So I am Team Behringer. I like Team versus the fanboy crap, whatever. I'm Team Behringer all day long, all day long. He can't stand the fact that I'm so excited about them because he's like, nah, man, I don't like the fact that they cloning and making these price. What? Okay, I don't even understand. As far as I'm concerned, He crazy. Something wrong with him. That's all I can say. Something wrong with you, sir. You know something wrong with you. I think he calls it Nevinger. Whatever, man. Team Behringer all day. Shouts out to Behringer for making products for people like me who just can't afford it. And then you clown, and then it sounds good, and the deep mind is original. Stop playing, man. So Team Behringer all day. So yeah, the Poly N. What's the? Hold on, Medusa. Is that something else? Cause I didn't see that. Are you saying that, Abner? Are you saying that the Poly N is a dread box? Wait a minute, they do have something called the Medusa, but that wasn't at Superbooth though, was it? What's up with this Pittsburgh modular joint? That's that and the Bastille. I don't own any Bastille products, but man, they that soft pop and whatever. I want it. I do want it, but the price, they kind of got it. It ain't steep, but it ain't Behringer cheap either. Um, I think all this stuff is like 500, and that's what made me get the Bastille Granny, the micro Granny, which I'm not gonna diss it, but at first use, I'm like, yeah. So, uh, I feel like I kind of took a L on that for now, until I dive into it and try to figure out the magic of it. But right now, I'm feeling like that was not. I should have bought something else. Basically, I should have bought something else that day. Something I could actually use and got more functionality out of it. But whatever. But yeah, but still, the Medusa, I think I did hear about that, but I don't see it on here though. J4 Magdad. So thank you, sir. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for everybody, man, for everything. And let me just say this, because I forgot to say it. I want to say this for all the live streams. People, to everybody that got that new piece of gear, you know how it's gonna go. You've been working hard. You've been lusting. You done save your twos and fews, and you got just enough either to charge it or pay for it all. However it go, you got it. And so, congratulations to you, man, or a woman, man. No, but to the ladies though, shouts out to you because I know y'all into this heavy too. Even though there isn't a large voice, Sarah, I see you over there, and some other ladies out there doing their thing. Doll is jamming, but there's not a you know it's these y'all there. Y'all just not as because we all over the place. We all just talking. No, who all these guys always got something to say. But yeah, whoever you are, old, young, black, white, everything in between, you got something, you don't work hard for it, and I hope that you are having a great time with that piece of gear, whatever it may be. So shouts out to you. All right, back to it. Uh, Hayes, what's going on, sir? Yeah, so the Medusa is something that's already out. That's not that didn't just come out today. I think that's been around. And I want Dreadbox, man. I got to get in with them for real. I ain't got there yet, but I want to get there. Hayes, 808 clone. I'm in. I don't know. I mean, like I said, 290. Listen, man. They put the price point at a point where I feel like people can start to do interesting things like buying multiple pieces and start to put together, certain ensembles to put on a sonic demonstration or display or entertainment that's going to be, next level. So, and when you price it like that, now I can do that. But if one costs 2,000, which I ain't finna buy two. No, you know what I mean. But if it's 200, well, I might can get two or three and start to like, put together some interesting thing. Like, wow, he has, could you? He has that. Wow, he has three of whatever, whatever. And look at, so yeah. I mean, that's just how I think anyway. So I shouts out to Behringer, Team Behringer all day. What we got? What we got here? Let me get my hand out the way. Sorry for the shaking, y'all. Yeah, now the NYX again. I want it. I certainly do. I just haven't haven't got to any dreadbox yet. So I'd imagine that so this is what I've this is the kind of the tone that I'm getting. That somebody said once you go dreadbox, you're not gonna want to go nowhere else. So I don't, you know, I don't know if that's just a hook, a little hook line sinker type of thing, but or if that's really the case. But so far, sonically, I feel like DSI might be my favorite just because of how that Teray sound. Like, man, that might be the one. Like as far as like my favorite, that might be it for me. But whatever. Um, Hold on, somebody said something. What's going on here? Hold on. We got to go back here. Okay. Also, make noise modules in the near future. Yeah, make noise is the reason why I told you that's the reason why I went modular. Yeah, I'm gonna just leave it like that. Yeah. So shouts out to Make Noise, dope company. What about the crazy ass horn from the maker of the Lyra 8 Soma Labs? I didn't hear it. I didn't hear the horn. Is what was going. It's the software, right? No, the Lyra 8. That's a piece of gear, right? Right. I believe that is the Mac patent device. Micro Granny too glitchy for my tastes. Yeah, that don't tell me that. See, that's just further. I told you what my initial. I'm like, I should have played with it more in the store before I think I got it more off of the like I've been wanting it for so long, and I just bought it off of that, and it was lime green. Like it kind of just spoke to me, and after I got it, I'm sitting there like, ah. The Medusa isn't out yet, but they've been talking about it for a while. Cause I swear, this ain't the first time I've heard it though. Ah, okay. So there was from the Super Bowl, so that was just in February, but it hasn't been released yet. Okay. No, I didn't know that, but I definitely know I've heard that word or heard about the piece of gear though. I think no Hayes. I think the rumor so far seems to be the 808 clone is gonna go for 299, basically $300. I don't know if it's gonna be quite that low. Um, Especially from seeing the guy talk about it, talking about how heavy it was, and it has the individual outs. Um, I don't know. If it is, that's gonna be awesome. I feel like 399. 399 might be more Behringer, and if they did 499, I wouldn't argue, but I would be a little bit surprised if they charge 499. That would tell me that they really feel like they got something, I guess. But I feel like the Behringer way would be 399 would be I think probably 399. 299 just seems like that's too almost like it's too good to be true. Yeah, I mean, I ain't nothing wrong with that being a fanboy of Draybox. I mean, that's not a bad, that's not a bad company to align yourself with sonically by no means. Okay, so Hayes basically saying that he's happy with his SHO1 and the TRO9, and I believe I saw you say that earlier in Bo's chat about the SHO1. So I know you really like the SHO1, um, which I mean, you know, the more you talk about it, this lets me know one, the boutiques are great. One, two, they're gonna be. I think the boutiques will be legends 10 years down the line. We're going to look at that stuff like, wow. And the Vocus too. But the boutiques, I feel like they're getting a bad rap for the size, and the Vocus didn't for whatever reason. Um, but Roland is going to be, you're going to wish you had one, basically. That's all I'm going to say. And it's probably going to make the prices like crazy. It's going to make them back to how the 808 is now. Like right now, you can get it in production, but when it stop production, ain't no more left, or they're not making anymore. Rather, that's when the price is going to go from getting them right now for 350 to 700, 800. I can see it. I can definitely see that happening. But Behringer being the clone masters, hmm. So I see what you're saying, Hayes. Even though they might get cloned, your SHO1 and the TRO9, uh, I mean, so let's pause for a second because if anything, I think it just forces you to really step up your innovation. I mean, if you have somebody out here that you know that's like this guy is he's a parrot, all right. There's a company out here that's going to mimic what I do. Okay, all right. What's that? If that's the case, then how do I still make myself relevant and be in this game? Well, I think that just forces me now, not being that person, to say, all right, first off, let me find something that he can't he can't mimic. One, two, you just have to step your innovations up. You know what I'm saying? Like just like even if you do copy it, just make it so that it like everybody knows for a fact, yeah, you copied mine. Yep, it was me that you copied and cloned, you know. So everybody knows, oh, that's that John G right there. Oh, he cloned the John G. Billy Jean said he loved his D Mine 12. I do too. The effects on there are so dope. There are so many places to get the 808 sound. I don't see the point. PD comments. Um, how do I say true? Yeah, that is, you can't say that. If for everybody that feels like the 808 is played, yes, it is. I think the saying 808 and it's played, and that the current genre, being trap music, has really dominated that sound, if you will. With that being said, I mean, we know that everybody loves bass. I don't care what genre you're in. Bass is always going to be um, loved because of that low, warm sound. And the 808, whatever, that sound, that that phrase that we have coined to that sonic, um, is just it's sweet sounding, right? It feels good. So yes, you can get it anywhere, plug-ins or whatever. But this is just more or less for the gear nuts, the ones that have to have something tangible. And for me, the challenge would be, or the challenge would be is to what can I do with it? Okay, being that it has this history, all the great tracks made with it. Now I'm stepping up. What can I do? What you gonna do different? And if I can do something different to make you go, oh, then victory party. You know what I mean? Like you just, it's nothing greater than just to feel like, how many people done touched this 808? It ain't new to me. It ain't new to the world. So with that being said, what can I do with it now? But yeah, you can get the sound anywhere. It is to some degree a tad bit overhyped, if you will, especially if you're constantly hearing it. I'm getting tired of the cloning stuff. I'd rather somebody just make something new. To be honest with you, just make something. Why are we keep cloning? Why are we keep going back to this? Just make a new name. I don't know why we keep doing the same. I feel like I'm in some kind of a maze that doesn't let you go out. It just go in a circle. Like let's just make something just different. I don't know. But everything is three oscillators. You know how I say that? Oscillators. Three oscillators and what's the what certain Steiner Parker filters, and I mean just these are the only people that, you know what I mean? Just I don't know. It seems like there's always some nostalgia to having something redid. Although that's not who we were in the 80s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. That's not, we were innovating. We were coming out of analog into digital, coming up with new devices. Now we're remaking everything from there. So maybe 10 years from now or 5 years from now, we'll actually start back to creating some new stuff. Or the stuff that actually is new out now will catch up to it. because there's so much gear out here. Not everybody can keep up in real time. So it's to be expected that for the majority of us, and for good reasons too. Like if you had the money just to get everything when it came out, unless you're a master learner, how are you going to master your gear? And most of us, we're not that. We're not like, we're all trying. We're on a path to trying to get to be the best we can. Um, but not at the point to where we could just like if you had $1 million and could just buy everything, it wouldn't be good. It really wouldn't, because you would just have a bunch of shit. You could turn it on and hit it and make it play, but can you really play it though? Nah, you just got it because it's out. You just knew everybody. Ah, he got the and it feel that's slick, and then you feel good, and then wait some other, and then yeah, but what you doing with it though? So I mean, it's kind of like one of those things. So it's a good thing that we don't have, And so, like I said, we have to catch up as a people. We got to catch up to all of this stuff that's coming out now. A lot of this stuff that we probably won't even get on to until down the line and realize, oh man, this is dope. Oh, yeah, this came out 3, 4 years ago. Heathcliff commented, Dreadbox has a signature sound. So I can't speak to it because I don't own none yet, but that's the reason why I know that I'm looking off, and they on the list. I just can't wait to get it, but they on the list. They definitely getting got. I think it's good to have at least one good analog drum machine with individual outs. Uh, uh, I just be honest with you. I mean, depending on where you are in your production, I just think it's good to have multiple drum machines, in my opinion, um, of various types. But if you had to have one, I don't even know if I would go with like if I had to have one drum machine, I would go with a sampler because then I know I could always change it. If you just had one drum machine, you stuck with that one sound all the time. All your music gonna sound the same, and then you got to figure out ways to like make it sound different. And yeah, I don't. That would that would bore me to an extent. I don't want to just always sound the same. I want to be different. So that wouldn't. I don't think I can get with that. So I would go with a sample so I could change up and be different. Okay. Anba Schaefer. I believe I'm definitely mispronouncing the first name. Uh, Schaefer agreed with Heathcliff that the Dreadbox got that dope sound. The CR78 never used it. The 808 909. I mean, obviously never used none of these. Be honest with you, but I never heard of the CR78. Heard of the 808, heard the sounds. 909, heard the sounds. 606, I'm a little. I don't know if I recall what exactly the sonics are on that. Um, hey, if if I would like Behringer instead of the Lindrum. First off, Behringer has to give us a sampler. They ain't give us a sampler yet either, or a groove box. So far, they done gave us synth. They finna give us a drum machine, but Behringer groove box. We ain't got that either. We ain't got no sampler from you. So I think Behringer got something on the way. But if they're gonna clone something, I wouldn't mind if they clone that Vermona drum machine. I definitely wouldn't mind having that. But Hayes, the TR09, you don't have it. You do have individual outs over USB. You just don't have them hard. Uh you don't have hard copy individual outs, but you got individual outs though. So you can do some things over your DAW with that. That's the reason why I definitely know I want to get one of those, if not both. Yeah, they probably are. Oh, Dano Danger. First time here, man. That's what's up. Shouts out to Dano. He just got a Korg monologue. That's dope. Welcome to Gear Chat University, John G TV. Yeah, let me just say this, man, because transparency is the number one thing that I like to talk about with John G TV and Gear Chat University. To be quite honest with you, it has been the thread that's keeping me together because, as you can see, the posts haven't quite been coming how I would like to be. It's just life. But shouts out to everybody that participates in the chat. This has been the thread keeping it kind of together until I can get myself together to get back to where I need to be so that I can be what you need me to be. But shouts out to everybody for the gear chat. You got the red, and that red. I was looking at that red. That's not a bright red though. That's like a that red on the monologue is kind of like a dull red. That neutron red is like fire engine bright red to me at least. Like it's a very bright red and it's metal like that. So core bot. What is the core bot? I heard of that. Yeah, I agree. It's not you know, but from a business aspect of it, the cloning and the copying, right? I think it just makes you uh I guess it's gonna either make you loved or hated. And when the price is, I think that okay. So when you clone and you make the price right, I just feel like there's gonna you're gonna get more love than hate. People are gonna love it, and then if the quality of it is good, that's the other thing. The quality so far has been good. So it'd be one thing if it was just a bunch of crap, like you get it and it was just everybody was just hating on it. It wouldn't it wouldn't grow legs and start walking. This thing is running, man. Like yo, Behringer, what they doing is this ain't this ain't, yeah, they cloning, but they ain't slouching either. Like these some good doggone clones, man. So, but where do you draw the line? I don't know. Like they done. I feel like this is a. Have we been here before? In gear? Has there been a time where somebody would just come along, just straight hacking? Just what's that? What's that? What y'all doing? Okay, I got one too, huh? Like just over and over. Like wow, this is ridiculous. This might be the first time ever that we've been here. And then how far did they go? I don't know. I mean, is obviously dollars and cents. They have to make money, but if they're making good products and they're making money, then it's foreseeable that they don't stop. Then they probably gonna keep going. Oh, I did good. Okay, that's what's up. I can't go far that by whole Hall and Oates. Yes, I always think their name was Hall and Oates. All right, man. Good night to you. Uh, Abner Schaefer. I don't know the last name is. I believe that's definitely right. All right, Mr. Schaefer. Good night to you. I'm actually gonna wrap it up. Like I said, I just want to talk about those two pieces that I was lusting over. I don't know what y'all was looking at or lusting over from Superbooth this year, but a slew of gear came out. I mean, the DSi Prophet X, price through the roof, but Then Behringer got another joint, the VC 340 analog vocoder. I mean, that don't really interest me at all, but you know. Oh, there's the poly N that you was talking about. Yeah, that okay. I just saw this last. I did see this last. Just the look of this thing, like this might be it. This definitely. Oh, so this is the Medusa y'all was. I'm tripping. I'm looking at the name. I'm thinking it's poly N, but here it is right here. This ain't what I was looking at before when I thought about Medusa though. Medusa I was looking at, or in my head was looking at, was brown, but the wood size. I don't know if there's something else out there that's got a similar name or something by Dreadbox that they got called Medusa, but this isn't it. Nah, this isn't what I was talking about. But yeah, this thing looks the Poly N Dreadbox Medusa. Just the look of it alone, it's like they put what's that, a push. They got a push, so a playable keyboard. Innovation. Hats off to you, Dreadbox. I don't know why I don't know why anyone else hasn't quite thought of that. Circuit did, sort of. They kind of made a padded matrix for you, but this one looks more like a push, and I'd imagine you can put in your steps and play. I don't know for certain, but I'm just imagining that's what it is. And then it's got the side synthesis part. Oh yeah, that looked dope. I don't know what the price is going for, but it definitely looked good. All right, what we got going on here? All right, Hayes, take care, man. The DRM1, I know I have that in software form. You talking about the software?
Every week I tune in to gear check. You, 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 you,
Hey, we gonna
you,
play a little tunes here and wind
you.
down.
I don't
That's
know
what I
what
had
I
this
would do
week
about
live.
that. Every week I tune in to
Superbooth
gear check. You,
2018.
you,
A
you,
slew
you,
of gear. Actually,
you,
Superbooth
you, you, you.
is. Hold on before I say that, because I was about to say, I don't know about that. I was gonna say Superbooth is better this year than. Oh, okay, okay, right. Oh, so you trying to modify the DRM1 and you can't modify it? Okay, I know I got a DRM1. I do have an app though called DRM1. That's actually nice, and drum machine. Um, but yeah, I wish if I mean I want a Ramona, but you know if I can't have one, I take I take a clone of it, but that'd be nice. Um, but yeah, what was I saying? I was saying something. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, Super Booth this year seems to be better than what Nam was, but the reason why I stopped on that because Arturia, man, Arturia, was Arturia at Nam? Because that whole ecosystem they got going on, that might take 2018. Like I'm still hyped off that. That might be the innovation. Now that's what I'm talking about. The shouts out to Arturia, man, because what y'all did with that, the second coming of the microbrew with the modular system, man, that's just a stroke of genius. Okay, that is nothing short but a stroke of genius, and I love it. So if that was at Nam, then I don't know if I could say that Superbooth was better than Nam, but Superbooth got a lot of just they got a lot of good stuff like and then IK Media, where'd that come from? IK Multimedia, I'm sorry, where did you guys come from? Are you serious? Wind it down. Wind it down. All right, everybody. John G. John G TV. We go ahead and wind this on down. Hope y'all have a great week. Peace out.
I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. Every week I tune in. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. Every week I tune in to hear Jack. You, 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 you. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. Every week I tune in to hear Jack. You, 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 you. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. Every week.
Deuces.
I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. Every